Okay, so this is the 6th update of the revolver. Now I've actually decided to give up on this one. I've looked at it and I've measured it with other things, and I decided I'm not going to continue with this. So what I actually did was I rebuilt the frame. So I actually built this like in couple weeks. Actually, it only took me about a day to make the frame when I was actually when I had time to make it. Um, Now you can probably see the differences just by looking at it. This one is longer. This one is a lot bigger than this because this one was I didn't have any calipers. So if you don't know what calipers are, this is a caliper. I did not have any calipers when I made these, so I used the ruler and everything just got off. Um, Also, just to show how much better it is in construction wise, let me just show you the bottom here. See how it expands and then contracts again, and then on here too it expands and contracts again. The holes on here were not made very well. Here it just looks terrible. This is actually let me show you. The two sides are actually different sizes, so one side is 26.5 and the other side is 22.5. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah. On this one, when I actually use the calipers, both sides are equal. So it is actually 0.28 on one side. Then when I look on the other one, it is uh, it's 2.8 again. So it's a whole lot better than this one. Just if I were to show you from back to back, um, the new one is a lot thicker and more accurate to the diagrams I found. Um, the hammer is bigger. It it has the right kind of notches. Here, I actually made the hammer wrong. Um, it's supposed to have a different construction. It's supposed to be flat on one side and then it indents on the other. I'll show you on the new hammer. But first I'm going to show you how it functions. I actually got it to function. Um, right now I'm just using rubber band because I don't have a leaf spring or even the handle made yet. And I'm not going to use the old handle. It's just too uh, dilapidated, I guess. It's just broken. So just got the rubber band holding it on. If you want to look at the take notice of the trigger. See, it's moving back. It's moving back with it. And see, now it's at half cock. Uh, and you can't pull it back. Alright, you gotta take it's a lot harder to pull it back. I guess you need to work on that. Then you can pull it full cock and fires. It took me a very long time to figure out. See, oh yeah, you want to push it forward, you can't do that. So yeah. pull back to full cock. Alright, now I'm going to take it apart to show you how it's made. It's actually made of very many different things, but it's mostly paper. So I'm going to take off the hammer and pull it out. Here's how the hammer is supposed to look. So, looks like this. And see how it's cut in half, and there's this indent right there. And there's these little hooks. So these are actually the this first notch is the safety notch. It doesn't really work. This is the half cock, so you can load your ammunition, and this is full cock right there. Here's a little chamber, or not chamber, but a cylinder actuator, I guess. And it just fits in right here. So whenever you pull it back, it just goes up, yeah, and that's what rotates the cylinder. All right. Here there's the let's take out the cross pin. So here's, I use the same pin as the old one. See, it fits in the old one too, just fine. Except, I mean, yeah, it fits in there too. So I just use the same one because it's convenient, and I'm not gonna finish this. So then here I actually have a screw. So let's get a screwdriver and undo it. Alright. I actually had to I use a Dremel to cut down the screw so I can make it a more of like um, I guess a pin, and then there's still part of the screw left. Still the screw part left right there, as you can see. So you pull out the hammer, not the hammer but the trigger. See how it's got like some paper. Alright, hold on. Alright, let's try to. There we go. Okay. So you can see how it's got some aluminum on each side. So this is so it can actually strengthen. About 15 minutes ago, I actually added these on with the super glue because it was too weak. The paper by itself was too weak to hold back the hammer. So yeah. So this is sort of what the hammer looks, not the hammer, but the trigger looks like. And here's that annoying spring that you will never find out how to make. It's super annoying. It's not even finished for me yet, but I'll tell you how I made it. I took one of those razor blades from those box cutters, and I used my Dremel to make this. I just sort of cut it, you know, just looking at it. Let's see if I have another one. It's just one of those like rectangular looking blades, or not rectangular, but triangular looking that you would find in a ordinary box cutter. I don't have the blade, but if enough people ask, I will probably make a video and show you how to make it whenever I can find another blade so I can cut up and show that. So yeah, at first I tried making some out of like this is a cut up credit card, but eventually I settled on a blade of a box cutter because it was just a whole lot stronger and made of steel, so it actually bounces back. And the blades are made to be flexible so they don't snap at you or break. So this is just the frame. I don't have the cylinder stop in there yet because I haven't made the cylinder. So, and also that's a lot of what crippled my last build. I could not actually find a way to make the cylinder stop. And on the last one, see how it's in the middle of the frame? That's not where it actually is on the real gun. It is actually off to the side a little bit, more to one side. So the if you want some more proof, it's, see how it's inside there, and then compared to there, there is just the entire way through, and here it's only on one side because this is too thin. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next, I mean, I don't know when the next update will be. However, next I plan on making the sides here on this frame. Now the thing about this one, even though I failed at it, it was a great learning experience. I learned a lot of how to, like, what to do, what not to do, how to look at the diagrams. And I'll also be building this thing next on here. So that's part of the circle ball part right on the back. I learned a lot about how to make things well, um, and how long a project can take. So if you're not patient enough, you probably won't finish any project, but you gotta have patience to do this. So this was a great learning tool. If you're just starting out, I say learn on something that's pretty easy. I mean, this one's not too hard. Learn on something like this. If you get it wrong, don't worry about it. Just keep researching, and try to make a new one. See how much better this one is than this. See just the how crisp it is versus how fragmented, and see how these edges are curved. These are just straight. So yeah, show you with a straight edge. That's touching almost the entire way versus huge gap right there. So yeah, learn on something. It'll probably turn out really bad, maybe, but you'll get it eventually. So, alright, thanks for watching.